How about a Yahoo?
Yep.
This one was sent in by also by Graham Roebuck. Thank you, Graham. It's an anonymous Yahoo Answers user. I'm going to call Beverly asks, how can I talk my dad into letting me have a 175-gallon aquarium? I don't know how big that is. You know how when you were a kid, you had like a gallon of water and you like poured it into the like a pool or a bathtub and it was fucking nothing? Like, I don't know how big 175 gallons is.
Can you guys, can we Google it? I feel like that's important.
Because
you don't want to do that.
To Griffin's point, if I picture 175-gallon jugs of water, I would look at it and be like, wow, that's a lot of water, right? But I do have a strong suspicion that if you showed me one container that could contain 175 gallons, I'd be like, that's not nearly as big as I thought it would be.
I'll tell you, boys. 175 liquid gallons is 23.3941 cubic feet. Now, how fucking big is that?
I don't know how big that is.
I don't know how big that is.
I just Googled it. It's 100% coffin sized. Exactly. Perfect. On the nose. This is coffin size.
Okay. And it even auto-filled. As I typed it out in Google, I typed 175 space G, and it was like Allen fish tank.
So this is a big, well, it depends. I've seen bigger fish tanks. At the aquarium, they have the one that's just like bigger than my freaking house, man.
Not for home use, you haven't. You have not seen one for home use that's bigger than this bad boy.
I guess it's a pretty big one.
This feels like something that you would need to have at a restaurant so kids could look at it while you waited for your chair.
Or alternatively, this is how we're trying to convince the dad, right?
Yes.
We're trying to get daddy on board. So to get daddy on board, you can say, yeah, it's a big fish tank, but we keep fresh seafood in there. And then you, every day, can be like, that one. Every day.
I'll eat this one.
Also, think of how versatile it is. Yes, you can put fish in it, of course. Yes, you could also perhaps put a reptile in there, maybe even an amphibian, but you could also store your clothes in it. You could keep all your loose change in it. You could just buy a whole bunch of boxes of cereal and dump it all in there with milk and have it be like a big cereal trough for a party.
Oh, yes, that's cool.
You could fill it up with mustard and a single flag and let Double Dare kids rummage around in there.
Yeah.
There's so many things. Like, tell your dad this. Say, Dad, think about all the stupid shit you've bought that only does one thing and it was really expensive.
You dumb asshole.
Right. You dumb piece of shit.
Like your pacemaker.
Right. And what do you even do with it? You know? I can't even play with it.
It doesn't even do Tamagotchis.
But I could fill this fish tank with Tamagotchis, Dad. Just try to stop me.
Think about that, Dad.
I could sleep in this fish tank.
I'm going to sleep in my fish tank, Dad. You're not just buying me a fish tank. You're buying me a new bed.
Come on, Dad. Grow up. Get a fish tank, finally.
I think climbing inside the aquarium and refusing to come out is one way to make your dad buy it.
That's a good way to make your dad buy anything.
You go in the aquarium store, and you're like, I want this one. And he says, that is 175 too many gallons. And then you say, oh, okay. And you climb inside, and then you say, checkmate, because he's got to buy it. You're in it.
No, he's got to buy his son's in it.
He can't just leave you there. That's against the rules.
Now, it is important. You can never get out of it, because when you do, he'll immediately return it.
No, he won't. It's a 175 fucking gallon fish tank. Are you kidding? Like, he's going to want to get that outside of his house again? It's going to be tough enough to do it with a big boy inside of it.
Okay, well then let's say you can't get out of it until he's gotten it home.
Yeah.
Can you find a mattress that would fit it?
Probably.
Because then it would be like kind of a fun like bed, novelty bed. And you could just every night you take the water out. No, it's a bad idea.
No,
I'm running
keep
through all the
going,
P's and
What?
Q's. No, you just dump all the water out, put the fish in a jug. You put your mattress in there. You sleep in there. That's space saving. It's a value. It's not a good idea.
You could get this and say, Daddy, let's just put one little fish in it. And think of what a great treat that will be for him. Daddy, I want to get this big one so we can put one fish inside, and that fish is going to be so lucky. And don't we owe it to the earth to do that for... It's all you can't save the world by yourself, but you can make a good situation for just one fish.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Alternatively, you could open up a fish fighting ring in your house and say, Daddy, we'll get 10% of the pot every time. So,
okay.
Now you think about it.
Your dad says he won't get you a 175-gallon tank. Okay, Dad, you win this one. Will you get me a 10-gallon tank?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, of course. It's no problem. And then a few weeks later, just say like, hey, Dad, I need a 10-gallon fish tank. That's still really, you said it was fine, right? That's fine. Your dad's like, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. Repeat 17 and a half times.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you've got 10. No, wait. You've got 17 and a half 10-gallon fish tanks. And your dad feels like an asshole because he's paying for all these like pumps and decorations and things. He could have saved a lot of dough just doing it the right way the first time. If you do the job the right way the first time.
And he's had to take you to the hospital a few times because of how you've tried to smash all these fish tanks together to make one big fish tank. And there's been cuts.
Your dad feels like the jerk.
Who's someone your dad respects absolutely, entirely, completely?
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. You say...
Oh, wait. Were you talking about my dad?
Yeah. Okay.
This guy's dad.
Our dad. If your dad is our dad, then you go to the aquarium store with your dad and you just kind of almost say like offhandedly, like, oh yeah, I heard Mr. Bean talking about on Entertainment Tonight that if you're gonna get a fish tank, the only fish tank you want to get is a 175-gallon fish tank.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, Dad, I heard this is the kind of tank that Travis Tritt owns.
There you go.
There it is.
Travis Tritt owns this exact model.
Fuck it, man. Get Travis Tritt to just like walk by you, behind you. Look at that's a badass fish tank, man.
That's a great tank right there.
No, that's a good
that's
tank
the kind
for
of tank I got.
That's a good tank for a great price.
And I want to thank you again for shopping Travis Tritt's aquariums and more. Y'all come on back anytime. You're welcome. And nobody's going to give you a better deal than Travis.
Hey, thanks for shopping at Tritt and quit it. Please grab yourself a fish tank and then get on out.
Tritt tanks.
I'd fill that shit up with mustard, I would. I often do.
And let some kids double down around in there.
Double dare.
It's always a great day to be alive here at Travis Tritt's aquariums and stuff.
Okay, anyways, please move on.
Travis Tritt's fish and shits.
Hey folks, this is Travis Tritt for Travis Tritt's Fish and Shits. I just want to remind you that we are working every day to obtain the license that we need to sell fish directly to you, the consumer. We're just weeks to months away. Our lawyers assure us from getting those special permits that will allow us to sell the finest quality fish at the finest quality prices.
And please do not confuse this location with Travis Tritt's Fish and Chips. That is across town. Both are mine, and both were poorly planned. Thank you.
Now, weirdly,
I work at one during the morning and one during the night, and I won't answer any more questions about that. That's getting personal, folks. And yes, I still find time to make music. Don't be an asshole about it.
And I balance work and family. Okay, can we please move on? Ask me about my love of fish, both retail and dining.
Everyone wants to know about the fish. Nobody asked me about the and shits. That's fine. I got CD players in here too, but that's fine. I guess you just want to talk about fish.
I got bags of Gatorade brand gum. It's been expired for 5 years. Nobody asked me about it.
Yeah, let's talk about these fucking stupid fish, I guess.
Tim Conway passed. I would love to talk about this complete set of dwarf VHS tapes that I got, but I can't sell them. Guess I can't. Everybody wants to talk about the fish that I can't legally sell.
God's wettest and worst animal.
God, I hate fish.
What have I done?
What have I done? I should have thought this through.